La Juba Irang Guru Rana Mandala Kamya Dayami Sangye Chudam Soki Chodam La Chanchu Bhartu Dagni Kyatsuchi Saki Chunyen Gibe Sunanki Chola Penchir Sangye Chupasho Sangye Chudam Soki Chodam La Chanchu Bhartu Dagni Kyatsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunanki Chola Penchir Sangye Chupasho Sangye Chudam Soki Chodam La Chanchu Bhartu Dagni Kyatsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunanki Chola Penchir Sangye Chupasho. Okay. Homework. May Abhidharma bring you a moment of joy. Maybe not, okay.
It's a little better than love.
Question number 1. Suppose someone says the following. Consider a white horse. It is a color because it's white. Wait, it's not white?
He didn't ask. It's not white?
It's not white.
A white horse is not white?
A white horse is not
so
white.
So a white horse is black.
A white horse is not black either.
Yeah.
It's not a color.
Okay. You can also say...
I can also say my first answer was right.
Not necessary, right? It is white, but it is not color. That was in our... Yeah, but usually... Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't quite
Bill
remember.
Clinton? Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
The white horse is not a physical thing.
That depends on what the meaning of the word is.
A white horse is a physical thing? It is. So it does not have a mind.
Visible thing.
What?
Visible.
Visible. Oh, a visible thing.
Not a
Well,
visible.
but it's also not a physical.
It is a physical thing. It's not a visible thing.
Oh.
It's a tangible thing.
It's not a physical thing because it's a concept.
Yes, it has a mind also.
It's a person?
Yeah. A white horse is a person.
A horse is not physical.
A horse is a horse, of course.
That's an old song. It's an old song.
Oh.
A horse is a horse, of course. And then you
Heard of a talking horse.
Okay.
Never mind.
Question 2.
That's an idiom you don't have to learn.
Okay. That's the
The
teacher.
people who
Okay.
know it are all half dead.
We don't want to die yet. Okay. Suppose someone says the following. Consider a tall guy. He's a shape because he's tall. Yeah, it's the similar thing. Makia. Not necessary.
Are there any?
Yeah, but I jumped to the end because... But you know the logic, right? That a tall could be... The original debate is... what's the... What is the original debate? Do you remember?
Is that part of this one?
No, I literally forgot. It's then we say
But the shape is visible, is that correct? That's a visible.
Should be.
The yeet is a
God.
Should be.
yeah, but
Dimension.
or a visible thing.
Right.
well, let's go back to the text. Okay, let's see. You force me to go back. Yeah, he must be a visible thing because it's a shape. Then we say, huh? Because he's a tall guy. Oh, we just say maquette.
Great.
Yeah. The punchline is a person is a concept. You can't say it's a tall because it's not physical.
Let's take that one drip over my cap any day.
Okay. Well, we'll get more familiar with it later. Question 3. Suppose someone says the following. Consider squared land. It is a visible object because it is square. What would you say?
I don't know.
Land is
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's tangible. You can touch the land, which is square. But the reason it gives is it's made of one or more of the 4 elements, so it is tangible. Yeah.
Well, it's this a priori thing about
Yeah,
tangibility outranks visibility
Yeah.
in Abhidharma at least.
Yes.
You can smell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some sexy words.
Okay, sexy Tibetan words. Kabo.
You working on your radio voice.
Kabo. White. Ring. Tung. Yeah. Okay. Finished.
Yay. Cool.
No.
It's not easy to come up with question with depth.
With depth, sure.
Okay,
Okay.
take the plane.
Please.
Din, 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 din. Okay, here we go. Yay! Please read.
Okay.
You have the. Sonny has the plane. Sugang, you take this plane.
I'm driving now. Sumba namba rikche mayimbe sukla ngotan sukla ngotan ngutan shachuni.
Yeah.
Chartuni.
Number rikche mayimbe suk. Okay. Number rikche means the che means it causes you to have a perception of it. You see what I mean? So it cannot inspire another state of mind, or it cannot be perceived. It doesn't trigger a perception in another person. Okay. Sukla, it's a very important idea in the Abhidharma. So it's kind of a very important subject. Okay. And the classical example is what?
When you're taking a vow,
Yeah, when you take a vow, then
after the vow is formed.
yeah, while you're taking a vow, it's nambarik chekisu.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other
It's
people
communicating.
can, what's that word?
They say you have a chicken posture.
Can deduce, or what's the other word?
Infer?
Infer your motivation. So that's called communicating. I looked for years to find a word, and I call it communicating form. Okay, it can communicate your intention. You're sitting in the chicken posture, you have the unique vow hands, and so someone looks in the window and sees you taking a vow from some lama, then they can infer that you have a good state of mind. Now that's a makyab, right? You could be thinking about your girlfriend or what's for lunch, or,
Hopefully not your
but your apparent motivation is readable, okay? And then in the second instant on, you have a halo, or you have, I like to say a cosmic picture is taken. And you know, what do you call it? Physics, according to physics, if you could go faster than light, if you could travel faster than light, you could turn around and watch the light from your ordination 35 years ago. You could watch the light, you could see it again. Yeah, because also, especially because space is curved, so you could go around and watch the ordination ceremony. If you had a very powerful telescope, you could watch the ceremony again. So it kind of has a physical basis, you know. That light from your chicken posture is still going somewhere, right? And that's that author, Chinese author. What's his name? 3 bodies.
Oh, Trinity. Oh,
What's his name again?
Liu Cixin.
Yo Zixing. That's never going to work in the West. He should have called himself Joe something. Yo Zixing.
Okay, Tracy Liu. We can give him a name.
Joe's shoestring.
Now he's amazing on that. He understands that so well. Anyway, there you go. That's the communicating form, is the first instant. And then subsequent instance, after you're up and walking around, you can call it a halo, or you can call it a light going out into the universe, and you turn around and see it, and something like that. Okay?
Kisha, can you repeat this sentence?
Yeah, so we're going to study, here's our presentation of form, suk, or matter, I call it form, which does not communicate. I call it non-communicating form. What it means is it does not communicate your intention any longer. 2 years later, you still have it on you, but nobody can tell, okay? It doesn't communicate your intention after the first ceremony or something, okay? Got it? But it adheres to you according to the Abhidharma, which is kind of how your vows stay with you. You have like a halo or some light glued to you for the rest of your life until you give up your vows, and then it disappears.
That's a question. Some people, it seems that some people can see the...
Yeah, they say some people can see it. Yeah.
And they say the higher kinds of vows you take, the light is brighter or the better. Is it true?
I haven't seen that, but I believe it's possible. I'd say it's possible, yeah. It's possible. I'd say it's possible. I can't show you in a scripture or something.
Also, one question is that the vow, the better you keep your vow, the brighter.
Yeah, I think that's also possible, but I can't show it to you in scripture. You know, but should be a Buddha could tell, right? Okay, now Ngwa means the actual presentation, and yesterday in Seji's text we had Sharla Shorla, Sharwa Shorwa. Where's the Human Dictionary? You're awful quiet today. Did you have a fight with your girlfriend or something? I hit it on the... Shad and Shorla means... Sharla or Shorla means by the way. Like when you go to the store, Shorla, can you pick up some flowers or something? So Shachung is the scriptural word for I'm going to give you an incidental presentation. So there's the actual presentation and there's an incidental presentation. Incidental means, by the way, I'll give you another presentation.
Special, is this number is this topic only taught with respect to vows or halos?
That's a good question. There's an anti-vow.
Right.
Like if you are trained as a butcher as a young person in a vocational school. Like in Germany where they have vocational schools from 13 or something. So that's also considered number of Chen Mayan Bisu. If you
It's always about intention. It's always about your intention.
it's some kind of intention, yeah. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be religious. A commitment to make your living by killing animals also creates this kind. So I guess it has to be a powerful intention. Creates
Or
this.
commitment, would you say? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Or just the intention.
Both.
Okay.
The intention makes the commitment. Okay. So here we go.
Okay.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the Sanskrit. So it's my new style, which I guess only John could really appreciate. I'm trying to break up the words in the Sanskrit. I'm trying consciously to break them up to make it easier, and they don't traditionally do that with all the ones I do break up. And I wanted to challenge you guys, not John, because he could answer it easily. Why didn't I break up these guys? You know, let's take the first one. Vikshipta means you are distracted. You're not focusing on your vows. But the halo is still there. It means whether you're thinking about it or not, the halo adheres to you. And then it says semmepa, which means what? Achita. So when the long A has resulted from two short A's, I don't try to split it. Okay? Because if you did, it would change the meter. It would make 1 meter extra, 1 beat extra. So I don't do it. Okay.
But this seems like one you typically would split, is Chitta
No.
and Kasyapa.
Chitta kasya.
That seems way
Oh no, Chitta kasya semapayang. It's connected to, it's chitta-ish.
It's a compound
But that doesn't usually
But
stop
that's
you from
okay.
splitting.
Yeah, that's his.
No, it's not ka in the sense of who.
Uh-huh.
It's the spa.
It's a chittaka.
Okay.
Chittaka.
Yeah. It's a suffix ish.
Okay.
Okay. And then api
Api is.
means also young,
Yeah.
but that's connected to the a of the chitakasya. So you can't cut that either, or you add an extra beat.
Right.
So you can't cut that one. How about? And I don't cut when they do what's it called? Visarga. When they a lesion.
No, it's not a this.
Apagraha.
Yas changes to yo, and then the next a drops out. So, and if you split it, it would be yo anu, and you'd have another extra beat. You would ruin the meter. So you can't. And people put a space here. I think it's not good, because it's meant to be read across. You're meant to say yonu. You're not to say yo anu or something like that. Okay. So we can't split that one, and it's anubandha. Jendel, right? Connected. Now we got Shubha and Ashubha,
Shuba, shuba.
which is Gewa and Migewa. Why didn't I split that one?
Long A.
Again, it would be two short A's and it would change the meter. It would be Shubha, Ashubha, instead of Shubha. And Shubha is supposed to be 4 beats. It's not supposed to be Shubha, Ashubha, which is 5 beats. So I don't want to ruin the meter. So that's my rule for splitting. That's my splitting. How about the next one? The great elements, which is a synonym for it means the great elements is sometimes they add great, maha,
Well,
to make it clear that it's not a verb like to occur or something. Okay.
you would think.
Well, it goes together so heavily. Jungwache. It's Jungwache. It's a word. It's a single word. So Mahabhutani, plural. The I changes to you. Why didn't I split this? It would change the meter again. You see? Right now it's Mahabhutanyu.
Yeah.
And it would be Mahabhutani U. It would change the meter. Okay?
So not splitting Maha and Buddha that's slightly subjective, right?
Slightly subjective. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Sa, Deni, that, Deni, sa, he, right? Again, I didn't split it because it's an I with an A. But if you split it, you change the meter. And then sahi avidznyapti, which is our nambarikshim mayimba, does not communicate, doesn't trigger a perception. Znya, okay, does not trigger us a perception. Uchati, so that this is what we call non-communicating form. Okay, so I want you to understand why I'm splitting and why I'm not splitting. If I split it and it changes the meter, I don't split it. Okay.
And some compounds you would split, right? Like if
I'm more tend to split things, but I happen to know that this is a very solid word. It's not a compound. It's just a word. Like it'd be like splitting elam and ant. You see, it's a word. Okay, and it's not a compound. It's not two words glued together. Okay, but that is subjective, which means you have to know what it says. You have to know Sanskrit pretty well. Okay, here we go. Chesung.
Chesung dila sik tung tang te tat tachepani tamboni.
What's sigdin?
the meaning of the word.
Yeah, we're going to go through the meaning of the words of the verse, and then we're going to tacheba. Then we're going to analyze it. Then we're going to tear it apart. Okay. And I have bolded out the root text. And the challenge is to do English where you italicize the root text. And he weaves the root text into the commentary. So it's a very big challenge to translate it and not sound weird. By the way, it always sounds slightly forced in the Tibetan. When someone's trying to weave in the root text, you can feel it. it feels a little clunky, okay, a little not so fluid, but you get used to it. And it's considered a great art form. It's considered a poetic form to be able to weave the root text into the commentary and still have it come out as a decent sentence, but not a perfect sentence, okay? Okay, here we go.
Namba riche minbe suteni churchen. Churchen.
Yeah.
Kyo
Who's got the plane?
kyung
Sugam.
kyung
Kyo.
kyo njo su yote. Cheche shi ket cheche shi huh? Oh, she? Okay.
By the way, this is a prenasal. This is open a vowel.
Shinden. Oh,
Shinden.
shinden, kiden, meto, meki, suk, shikla, jebeche.
Yeah, and this is one of the more fascinating subjects of the Abhidharma, which is almost a what do you call that? What's the other word? Contradiction of terms. There's a word for that. Anyway, to say there's something interesting in the fascinating in the Abhidharma is a little pushing it. Oxymoron. Okay, it's a moronic thing. Okay, let's consider this type of physical form which does not communicate the intent of its possessor, meaning 2 years after they took the vow, they still have it, but nobody can see it except a realized being or something. There is a way in which we describe it, or we define it, okay? Jok here means, shakpa means to define it or describe it, okay? It has 4 features. Features, good. It has 4 features, and it is form, okay? And in addition to having 4 features, it is tenme and it is togme. No, not an E. Ow, 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 ow.
Infirm.
Cannot be pointed to. You can't say, oh, yeah. Don't forget, with a lot of physical form things in any Buddhist philosophy, how do you define red?
Which you pointed.
Yeah, you have to say this color. You can't define it. I mean, nowadays we can say the wavelength. We can put a number on it, but in the old days you just have to say 10 do you. And oftentimes we do it in the class DCI 7. We will say point to a thing in the room which is not coming from you, and that's called tenme, and that's a proof. That's one of the ways to demonstrate emptiness. And you actually have people raise their finger, and then you say point to something that's not coming from you, and then everybody goes like this and goes like this, and okay, hopefully. That's called tenme. Cannot be pointed to, and togme is easy. It's not tangible. Okay, it's like you can move, ineffable. Yeah, you could put your hand through it. Okay, it's hanging out, according to her, how many feet from your body, but it doesn't stop your hand when you can still touch the person's skin. It's around the person, but it's ineffable. Okay.
Is it the word that used to define the empty space?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, same, but it has a slightly different meaning here. Yeah, you can't touch it, and you can't point to it. To a normal person. Okay. So, shigla je, we describe it. The word, the expression, number che mayimba, avijñapti, here, okay, is uchyate, refers to this kind of a physical thing, which is ineffable, which is not pointable to, and has 4 different characteristics. Okay. There are classically 4 characteristics of this type of form. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Der Churchen, Ket Shin, Tang Den Par Jute, Ne Kiap, Ne Kap, Ngopo, Ngobo, Jung,
Gyun,
Gyung, Gyu Shi Tam ten pH.
Okay, let's consider this type of form. We do say that it possesses 4 kinds of features. And by the way, the Ju is artificial. He's just trying to catch this root text, uchete, again. Okay. I wouldn't bold it. I want to bold one thing unless it's very, very distributable. He's just being cute and repeating the last sentence. Okay. Kite. Okay, so there are 4 features. These are not the features. These are what the features relate to. When he makes a list, there's a feature of period or context. You can say a period. Period. When does it happen? See, he doesn't say when. He just says, well, the first characteristic relate to when does it happen? Nekap. On what occasion does it occur? Okay. So there's a quality that relates. You have to say relates to. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. It relates to the occasion. It relates to its essential nature. It relates to its flow. Continuity is great. And it relates to its causes. Okay, and those are the 4, it possesses those 4 characteristics. So he doesn't list the characteristic, he just says what they relate to. They relate to the occasion, 1. They relate to the essential nature of it, 2. They relate to its flow, 3. And they relate to its causes, 4. Okay, these are 4 factors or 4 characteristics of this kind of. And these are very classical. This is the classical definition. Okay. Tambo. Now, I numbered them for you.
Thank you.
Okay, and he's going to prove each one. Okay. You okay? What's happening, suddenly? We did. That's the first one. Neka. That's period, number 1. Number 2 is essential nature. Number 3 is flow. Number 4 is cause. Okay, here's the first one. There's a very sexy sentence down here that I really want to get to.
We'll make it. No
Okay, come on. Let's go, Stanley.
Back to number
2 minutes? Yeah. Okay.
Tampo chute
Yeah.
sema ken yen bei kesu matset masek sem yen ba tang sen ngun kyul pa mebe kasu chungwe Jungwei che.
Okay, the first is true, meaning period or occasion, because not only does it exist during periods when you are focusing on it and you're not thinking about something else. Okay? Yeah, not distracted, not thinking about something else. In other words, when you're taking, 2 minutes after the vow, when you're still very aware of having taken a vow, of course it exists then. But later, and you get, it's 10 years later, it's still there whether you're thinking about it or not. Whether you have a general awareness of it or not doesn't matter. It still sticks to you. Okay, so it also stays there during times when your mind is on other things. And even on occasions when you have no manifest state of mind at all, which is in the 3rd and 4th formless realm meditations, for example. To almost turn off the mind, that form will still stay with you. So whether you're focused on it, whether you're aware of it, and even whether you're aware of nothing, almost, it will stay with you, okay? Even in those cups, even on those occasions, it stays with you. Jung, it occurs, okay? Like a halo. What was the second one?
Essential nature.
What's its nature? What's its basic nature?
Ni ba chute ge tang mi ge kang rung ki su ba shik.
Whoa. Dude.
Tu ba shik yin bei che.
Yeah. What's it say?
Its essential nature is that it's either virtuous or not virtuous.
Yeah, it's karmically active.
Yeah.
It is a good deed, or it's not a good deed.
Yeah.
To have sworn to be a butcher 10 years ago is still creating bad karma 10 years later. As long as that halo is on you, the halo is creating bad karma. Okay, that's kind of a very Abhidharma idea. Okay. Now, do we read this kangrung as either or do we read it as either or both?
Either or.
Yeah, okay, so here's a case where you don't do that cute thing and show off that you understand kangrung deeply. Kangrung can mean either or both. And very few translators understand that. And then they mess up the meaning. But here it doesn't mean both, because there's nothing which is both in the Abhidharma school. But you could debate that, but Kramer let me go on that one. Okay, next, number 3. What was the third thing?
Continuity.
Yeah, flow.
Continuity.
Okay, here we go.
Flow. Okay. Sumba jute nga ngama le chi ma jesu jawe shun
Jesu Njawe.
jawe
Jason Njawe.
oh jesu jawe
Gin.
kyung kang yim ba tang chepe che.
Yeah, good. It goes on in a flow where, the earlier moments of it are connected to the later moments of it. Okay, from earlier moments to later moments, it continues on in a connected flow, and it possesses this flowness. Okay, what was the fourth one? It's causes. Okay, what's it made of? Yeah,
Shipa supe chute sa la sokpe njung wa chembo nam gyu chepa le chung we ya ye
Desu. You gotta read it together. Desu.
jesu
It's one word.
jesu
Imbe.
imbe che.
Yeah, desug means it is a kind of resulting physical matter. Resulting physical matter. Why? Because it comes from these great elements, the great elements, having acted as a cause for it. This is Dani grammar case. As having acted as a cause. Past tense, having acted. Okay, they have acted as the causes, and it has resulted from them. Okay, what are the Jungwa Chembos?
Solidity and stuff.
Sa la sokpa, earth, etc. Yeah, or you can call it the solidity. Okay. Okay, here we go. Shiva Drupte means my fourth assertion was correct.
That's what I do say.
Okay, Shiva Drupte, it does have the fourth thing I mentioned. So he repeated. Artificial debate format. Oh, the third is true. The second is true. He repeated it 4 times. Okay, Nipa.
Okay.
How much time we got?
7 minutes.
Yay!
Is it 7 or is it
I think it's 12.
12?
Okay, go.
Mhm.
Nipa.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, and I put
Nipa.
it here for you. The
Nipa.
second section is the tachepa. What's dialectical analysis?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But what's dialectic mean? People are going to have a conversation.
Debate.
Yeah, we're going to learn more through an analysis that results from an argument between 2 people. So it's not stupid to call it dialectical analysis. You could call it, fighting with your wife analysis. So, some kind of,
And the second section.
yeah.
We will fight with our wife about this topic.
When you're in a monastery and they're giving you a lecture, do they actually use this language a lot?
Yeah, I mean, Geshe Rinchen, he gets very, if you've ever been in his class, he doesn't slow down. He's talking like 2 people. So this guy says, this guy says, this guy says, this guy says, and it's more interesting for the students than just telling them, He's like a Baptist preacher. When he gets going, that's what attracts people. When he gets going, it's like he's jumping up and down. And I went to one class, and I canceled all my other classes. I went to one class, and I canceled all my other classes. I had 12 teachers in the monastery, and I just canceled all of them. I just went to his classes.
Wow.
Student of that tantric habit. Okay, anyway, Kachik.
Kajik Juta Mawa Shipu.
By the way, Kramer's gonna love this one.
Ship.
This is a very sexy debate.
Okay.
Dutamawa, if he ever gets through it.
Ship Nampa Riche Mayimbe Sute Steni Cenipa Shepata Ye Chema Town Tangyoa Nampa Nikite Sukteni Cenipa Shebeche Na.
Macau. Go straight into Macau.
Oh, Macau.
$300. If you can even get it close. Fairly close. I woke up, I kind of wake up word. I don't know how to do it.
So all
Money's the only thing I can think of.
former schools accept this because both the Vaibhashikas and the Prasangikas have presentations of this non-community, this type of form.
$300.
Oh, thank God.
Wow, what did you say?
Do I lose money if I say it wrong the second time? Yeah.
Just shut up. What are they saying?
Yeah.
What are they saying? What's that
Quit while you're
expression?
ahead.
Quit while you're ahead. You know this expression?
Quit when you are ahead.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, yeah. 见好就是
Don't say more. Okay, now the point is, if the first school and the fourth school agree on anything, which is extremely rare, Abhidharma and highest and middle way, Abhidharma and middle way, if they agree on something, then we might automatically assume that
Everybody must then.
the 2 and 3 agree also. And this is one of the only examples in all of Buddhism where 1 and 4 agree on something and 2 or 3 don't accept it. Okay, it's a very famous example of 1 and 4 agreeing and 2 and 3 disagreeing. So you got Abhidharma and Stanley and Nick agree, but Word and Adam don't agree. Okay, very rare and very famous and very sexy. And by the way, the punchline is 1 and 4 don't agree on the same way. But that's another point. Okay, here we go. Kachik. So Druptamawa Shipu, all 4 schools of philosophy, right? His book is called Drupta. Except Shepa, that Nambarikche Mayambe Suk, this non-communicating form, is Suk Tsenyipa. Tsenyipa as an adjective.
Definitively formed.
Good. It's real form. It's real physical form. Okay? Oh, all 4 schools must agree that this non-communicating halo, let's call it the halo, is the real thing. It's a real physical form. Tsenyipa. So don't say definition or something. Okay? It's an adjective. They put a pa on it, right? Definitive or real. Okay? It's the real thing. Why? Well, the Chitamawas agree and the Tangyoras agree.
Yeah.
He didn't even say umapa. He said
Right.
higher middle way. Okay, so the first school, the detailists, and the prasangikas, the consequent school, they both agree, assert that it's a real physical form. Question?
Vows that you keep in your next life?
Yeah, I think you'd have to say that, which gets into some weird implications, that you can take it with you. That'd be an interesting example, because if you're going into the formless realm, you would have a physical body. Okay, anyway, makyap. What's the makyap mean? For $0.
Just because.
Just because they accept it doesn't mean all 4 schools accept it.
Just because 1 and 4B accept it doesn't mean that 2 to 4A accept it. Okay, got it? Okay. So if you say duh to this tell, which means all 4 schools agree that there is such a halo, if you agree, please read, Stanley, today.
Dona Mitapat. Oh, Deb.
Duna, mitepar, up or down. Just do one, it's 50% chance.
Tell?
Good.
Okay.
Because he believes it.
That was the question.
Skillfully done, my friend.
The same rank do sen rank pa sun ki
Ki.
te suk nge ming pa te pe che.
Okay, translate that. I mean, that's easy. Come on, you guys.
Sure.
If you agree that all 4 schools accept the halo, okay? No, they don't.
Uh-huh.
No, they don't. Yeah, he said all 4 up
Yeah,
here.
right. He did.
He said all 4 right here.
She did.
The 4, okay? No, they don't all 4 accept it because
Sutras don't.
the sutras don't.
Mine only doesn't.
Mine only don't. And he just calls them mine, right?
Yeah.
And the
Just kind
Ranggyupa.
of a tradition in that school.
Yeah, the lower middle way. These 3 don't accept it. But if you split it that way, how many schools are there?
5.
Yeah, so this becomes a little problematic when you say 4. But we'll let him go.
Yeah, so
Okay. They don't believe that it's suk nge, real, the real thing. They don't accept that it's real form. They may accept the idea of it, but they don't say it's not the real thing. It's not physical matter. Okay.
Talking about both? Oh, those other 3.
Yeah, those 3. It's really 2.5. Okay. That's how?
The tell te sun ki
Ki.
ki te kun tak ki suk sen
Zamdu.
zan du de pa
Dupa.
shebe
Shebe
che.
They tell that is to the case because these 3 believe.
It's just kind of called for him.
Yeah, and here you see kundak in a normal sentence. It doesn't relate to creation of names, and it's not a Madhyamika thing here. They say, look, people talk about it, but it's just something they talk about. It's kundak. It's just exists in names only. They just people made it. It's just a creation. It's not the real thing. It's not nge. It's kuntak. Okay. Now up here, we had shed. They accept. Here, we had shed. Accept. Now we have
Explain.
she. Yeah, good. And you must distinguish them. And if you don't pronounce them correctly, you'll have trouble. She. 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 The D makes it cut off the linguistic compensation for the loss of the D. She. 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 Okay.
But they both have D.
Yeah.
Everyone spell it?
B-Z-H-E-D.
Why is it spelled with it? But or oh,
This one means
I see.
to take a position.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine.
This one means
Okay.
they say.
Oh.
Big difference.
Yeah,
Okay? You see people say. Okay, big difference. Huge difference. Okay? This is almost a low. Okay? What's that mean?
Claim.
Like
Yeah.
people
It is
say.
explained that they agree. It is explained. You see explanations that they believe that it's just called physical matter. But that implies he may not believe it or he's trying to dump it off on somebody else. Very loaded word here, okay? Especially after you use she twice. Okay? The fact that he changed was very, very conscious. Yeah, and he's trying to avoid being attacked by somebody, frankly. Okay? He dumps it off on somebody else. They say it is explained in scripture, but, you know, who knows? Okay, got it?
Wow. Okay. Kachik nampa riche mayimbe sute semet ki kapsu
Gapsu.
minju patel nampa riche ki sute kasuk minju be che.
Yeah, now I
Not
want you to translate as
makia.
jukas operate, okay? Like the operation of the senses we had so far. They don't engage or they don't operate. So he says it's not true that non-communicating form can operate in conditions where you have no
Like manifest.
manifest state of mind. As for example, in those deep meditations. Okay, so it's not true that it can operate or it can be engaging when you have no mind. Yangdang samme paikap is the root text. Even when you're distracted and even when you have no, manifest state of mind because you're in a deep state of meditation. Okay, then he says that's wrong to say that it still engages when you're in a deep meditation, not thinking about anything, because when you're in those same situations where you have semme, in that same situations where you have no state of mind, Nambarik Chekisuk doesn't engage.
This is almost an illegal reason, but not quite.
No, Nambarik Che.
Communicating.
Yeah, communicating form,
Oh,
which
wow.
does communicate your intention.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why does it not engage when your mind is turned off?
Because you can't do nothing.
Nobody can watch you. I mean, you're like this.
Somebody can
Okay,
watch
no one can watch you and get your intention. I guess they can say that you're
you meditating.
meditating. Yeah.
You're meditating.
Okay, but a deep intention to keep a vow or something, they can't deduce or induce from how you look at that moment. Okay, so if communicating form doesn't engage when you're in a deep meditation, well then neither does non-communicating form, and we say not true. Much.
You're out of time.
Okay, which means it's true. We say, when you say makyap instead of tamadub, what's it mean?
Yeah, we
The
agree that
reason
you
is-
can't
Yeah, I
do it.
agree. It's not communicating anything, but that doesn't mean your halo disappears. Okay, got it? Cool.
Yeah.
By the way, Dr. Tell, it is true that this one doesn't engage. That communicating form which communicates your intent, does not engage during deep meditation where you have no manifest awareness, because that first kind of form where it does communicate your intention cannot engage in situations. Can only engage in situations where you do have a state of mind, where you do have a manifest state of mind, where you have an intention. You can't communicate an intention if your mind is stopped and you're not intending anything. Okay, got it? Cute. I like this because you get some meat here, and then you go back to normal Abhidharma later. Okay.
You should have one thing for your verses above. The Mahabhuta is a compound.
Yeah, but I would say it shouldn't be divided. That's all.
No, it shouldn't be divided.
Yeah.
It's actually a single word.
Oh, okay. Well, I do. To be honest, I do divide compounds sometimes, because my goal is to help the student. That's the only reason to put the Sanskrit there. You see what I mean? I want students to say Maha is Che, Buddha is Jungwa. You see what I mean? I want to help the student. I want them to look at the Tibetan or the English and say, great, it's Maha and Buddha is elements, but
You want
it's
them to know
so
that there's
connected.
a special thing called a Mahabhuta. That's
yeah,
not just a Buddha.
a Mahabuddha.
You're watching.
Okay, that's all. Where are we?
Maha is magic.
We were right.
Here you go, stopped here.
Yeah.
What's the date today?
19.
Okay. Whoa, Abhidharma compound.
Sashi
Puki Joshin Metotam Rira Mingshin Inde Genpadi Sangye Shindu Mite Uwargi Joku Nanda Shingla Chupasho Idam Guru Rana Mandala Kanya Tayami Di Gewokun Sunam Yeshe Tsotsoshing Sunam Yeshe Lechungwe Tambakuni Chompasho Shogri Dopri. Hey, we survived another Abhidharma class.
Are you up?
Next is Vinaya.